Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS rule as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of this video is Don't Be Upset About Receiving a Gift from the Wicked. Now, you could ask yourself, what do you mean by that? And basically, receiving a gift from the wicked is going into what the curses say. Pretty much that's the best way I can explain it. So a little background on this is I ordered some things, right? Um, and basically I received the items that I ordered, but I received an extra item. And basically it was some material, some clothing, right? I ordered some clothing, whatnot. I got the clothing. I received extra material of the clothing, and I could see where it was something that basically it was something similar in my life. It was something similar in my life that I believe Satan went in there and made this thing happen. So and at first I got upset, but then I thought about the curses, and basically the curses are put on the Israelites, and that's another indicator to know who the true Israelites are, because we're under these curses. So like I said, I ordered these pieces of clothing. I ordered 2 pieces of clothing. I got back 3 pieces of clothing, and I could see where Satan infiltrated that area right there, or compromised it. But I still received the items that I requested, and I received extra items. So I'm not mad, And at the end of the day, it says, Deuteronomy chapter 20 and 43 says, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low." Now, these are the curses for the Israelites. It says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee." Right? I wanted to grab this for precept for Deuteronomy chapter 20 and 45. Jeremiah 17 and 4 says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." Right? And it's not literally talking about forever, but we were given to the hand of our enemies to serve them and want of all things. This is verse 46. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 20, 46 says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." So see, these curses are an indicator of who the Israelites are. So when I received this, I will call it a gift. I think that's what I titled this. I don't know if I said the title. It says, "Don't be upset about receiving a gift from the wicked." You might order something, and Satan might come in there and throw his own spin on there. But in the day, we're in captivity, and basically he Satan will come in there and try to upset you, right? Try to knock you off your pivot, try to take you out the ministry. The scriptures say Satan has decided to sift you as wheat, you know. So let me continue on. So, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." It says, "Because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart and for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." Right? And that's pretty much the point. So we're going to our enemies in all things. We have to buy our food from them. We have to buy our clothes from them. Pretty much everything. Just understanding what you're involved in and understand that you are under subjection to your enemies. Right. So these materials that I bought, right? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so they were clothing, and I had to buy it. But it came from a so-called black woman, right? It came from a woman. Now Esau Edom will go in there and use the woman, because the woman is a weaker vessel, right? And I can't say, and this is this could be for anything, and you can take this lesson and use it for anything, any aspect of your life or what you got going on. You have to understand that we are under curses, and we're dealing with the enemy here, and he's going to come in and try to do different things. And you just can't let it upset you too much, right? The scriptures say be angry and sin not. It also says, don't let the sun go down upon your wrath, you know? So it came from a so-called Israelite woman, you know, whatnot, a so-called black woman, you know, I believe Satan could have said anything in this particular incident of, you know, allowing this woman to give me this piece of material, uh, basically for free. And, you know, me believing through the spirit that, you know, Satan has something to do with it. You know, he could have, you know, said, I bought something for a friend, you know, or I need you to do this, I need you to do that, you know, however the case may be, you know. So anyway, and that's why I got a Micah 7 and 10, because I know this is from a woman, and a woman being a weaker vessel, you know. But anyway, Micah 7 and 10, it says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? Mine eye shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down at the mire of the streets, right? And basically this is talking about the woman, right, of the Israelite man, because Satan has used and continue to use these women to try to come against the men of the Lord, you know. And it could be a woman at your job, you know. It could be anything, you know. You could go somewhere and this woman could just be against you, right? And helping Satan sometimes knowingly exactly what they're doing, and sometimes just out of ignorance, not knowing what the hell is going on, right? But anyway, nonetheless, Satan is upset, but you know, and that's why he does these things. But we don't need to get upset because we have these curses here that fits us perfectly, you know, and it's a sign, right? It's on us for a sign and for a wonder, right? So when the curses actually stick to you and they fit to you, you know, don't be upset about those different things, you know. Anyway, so this is Psalm 23:1. It says a psalm of David, the Lord Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters, right? And that's us coming back to this truth, right? Understanding who we are and understanding that we are under these curses and basically under our enemies right now. It says, he restoreth my soul, he leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake, right? So we're going down the straight and narrow, right? So we have to carry our cross daily, and these type of things are going to happen. The scriptures even say, marvel not if she trespasses thee, you know, and this could go into anything, you know. For the most part, you know, women stepping out on you, whatnot, but also just being used by Satan, you know. So, you know, these are the type of things we have to deal with going down this walk. It says, yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Right. So, you know, we're walking through basically Babylon the Great, where, and I'll grab it, you know, Satan. This is Luke 22. I got it real quick. I got it over here. Luke 22. All right, Luke 22:31, it says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. So, you know, Satan is trying to, you know, destroy us, sift us out of this walk that we're in, right? It says, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thy art converted, strengthen thy brethren. All right, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Right, Yahweh Shai, the mediator, is right now at the right hand of Father, making intersection for his the ones that are joined unto him, right? In these times, the hope for elect, right? So he's praying for us, you know, and we're good. And you know, once we're strengthened and we see these type of things happen in our life, you know, we share these videos for the brother because we're all going down this walk. It says, yeah, Psalms 23:4, yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over, right? And Satan and all our enemies, Esau, even the rest of them, have a clear view of what's happening. You know, they see the miracles being done by the Heavenly Father, protecting us from all type of things that we may see and things that we may not see, right? And they're fearful, right? Because they see the Lord is with us, especially when we are true, you know, to Yahweh, right? And we're walking in righteousness, you know, following him, and they can't do anything about it. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. It says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord Yahweh forever. Right. And that's it's starting on this side. right? Because we're turning back to our Father, but Yahushua's on the way, right? And we're gonna get the kingdom, New Jerusalem coming down, right? And these devils will be underfoot, right? The curses will be on them. We have to deal with that. So anyway, Lord willing, you got some edification from this lesson, a little bit of exhortation to the brothers, you know, and even I'll even say you sincere sisters, even though it's like three of y'all stay strong too. All right. Anyway, Shalom Soul Select, which consists of men, women, children, Shalom.